mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. I got a great headline to kick off today. 100 magnolias planted at the LeFleur's Bluff complex in LeFleur's Bluff State Park. You may have already heard that before, but we've got Susan Garrard. She's the president CEO of Mississippi Children's Museum, who was one of three, organizations that came together to make this project, this beautiful project, happen. So welcome back, Susan.
Oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. It really is our education and tourism complex at LeFleur's Bluff we've been working on this project for about 4 years, and I know many folks have seen the 30,000 square foot playground and the den from the interstate with our beautiful mural. And this finishing touch, we wanted to have a very heartfelt gesture that really represented the hospitality and our gratitude. So we decided to plant 100 magnolias, our state flower.
Which you couldn't pick a more beautiful plant and one that smells delicious. I don't know if delicious, but just the aroma is amazing during its peak season.
And we welcome, all 50 states and, several countries. We're at the intersection, really, of our state here in our state's capital. So we thought it was very fitting. And I didn't know when we started the project how many varieties.
That was what I was reading too, Susan. I was like, I thought there was one magnolia. No, they come in various shapes, sizes, and varieties. So what all went through to sort of pick out, because landscaping to me is an art, right? It really is. For those of you who work day in and day out in that field, man, y'all really are magicians when it comes to to transforming a blank canvas into something beautiful. So what went into thinking it through intentionally with the magnolias?
Well, we had worked for a whole master plan. We've been working on a master plan for 5 years for the area, and with Wearburner Allen, who are our architectural firm, but we hired Christian Preuss, who is a Mississippian who went to Mississippi State University, School of Architecture, and but he is very successful and very creative, and he worked with us. Christian worked with us on trying to create what we call a magnolia trail with different varieties, and he taught us a lot about that. There's Sweet Bay, Saucer, Star, and then there's the Southern Magnolia, which we're all familiar with, but then there are different varieties of Southern Magnolia, and one we're really excited about just because we're a children's museum and because of all the lore around the teddy bear. There's a teddy bear magnolia, which is at the entrance, our new entrance at LeFleur's Bluff Education and Tourism Complex. So we're really excited about that particular variety. It just doesn't grow as large and as tall as our traditional, what you and I think about, those Southern Magnolias.
If we come out now, Susan, because it'd be a great time as we're traveling through the central area to come and stop at the Children's Museum and to let the kids get a little of their energy out on the park. If you haven't done that, you really are missing out. Can you enjoy them now, or is it going to take a moment for them to bloom and blossom?
Oh, I think you can enjoy them now. There's Spotter's Adventure Trail, which is the trees are planted along Spotter's Adventure Trail that has some interactive experiences along the trail that promote literacy and conservation, sort of a great combination between the Mississippi Children's Museum and the Mississippi Museum of Natural Science. At the other end of the trail, that trail, you can go from the Science Museum to the Children's Museum, and the magnolias, most of the magnolias are along that trail. So you can come now and have a wonderful holiday experience. Both museums have activities and wonderful things going on for the holidays. And it just, it really is a special, unique place. Since we've had the den and the playground, we've seen not quite 1 million unique visitors. We've seen 700,000 unique visitors since December 2021. So we know that these type of destination projects bring economic development and tourism and state pride to our area.
And what goes into the intentionality of it, right? This was you guys, Mississippi Children's Museum, Museum of Natural Science, and then also the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. And then you had another Mississippi-based funder to be able to bring it all with the Crossway Shield.
That's right.
So everyone had to buy into all these different elements to make that particular state park, more alluring for people to come and stop. And I think it's just, when you hear about, they just put out a playground, well, there was a lot of intentionality that went into that playground. And then also just adding in with the magnolias and such. So over time in the next, Susan, when you come back 15 years from now, she says, oh, God, should it continue to bloom, blossom, fill in? Like, will it just do nothing but get...
Absolutely. The plan that Christian it's beautiful. And I think and it's just like children, we'll get to watch them grow. But they're beautiful now, but they'll be even more beautiful as they mature. And we are really proud of not just our two museums, but our entire LeFleur Museum District. And we've worked really hard with our museum district events like Science Fest and really making the LeFleur Museum District, which is Sports Hall of Fame, and and the Ag Museum and Natural Science and Children's Museum really do represent sort of a corner that we can all be really proud of. And these elements that we're adding give visitors another reason to feel welcome and make a beautiful amenity for our whole state and visitors from all around the nation.
Again, if you're visiting, traveling through, coming to see family over the holidays in the central area and you think there's nothing kid-friendly or whatever to get out to do, boo on you. No, not boo on you, but to let you know that there is plenty to do to stop by, especially if you haven't been to that playground. But 'tis the season. We just had Nicole Smith, our friend with the museum, on yesterday to talk about their Snow Much Fun event. I know that the both places here in Jackson for the Children's Museum, as well as the one in Meridian, which is doing well and thriving for that community, have fun things and good things going on. So tell us why the Children's Museum should be on our Christmas to-do list.
Well, here in Jackson, we have Journey to the North Pole, and we have a snowflake slide that goes down the center of the staircase, which is incredibly popular and now sort of a tradition for so many families. We have a sock skating rink in both locations, both in Meridian and Jackson, and we have a wonderful exhibit here in Jackson that really takes its inspiration from children's literature at Christmas. And so we have trains and all kinds of fun clock towers and sort of an immersive Christmas experience. And so we're really excited. Friday night we have a special Christmas event, and we'll be celebrating all through the holidays. And for our staff, we have an event that kicks off the end of the holidays called New Year's Eve, which is we celebrate the new year at noon, so children don't have to stay up till midnight. So I really encourage everybody to check out our website. We have a full calendar of events for December, both in Meridian and Jackson. So there's two locations to create those really special family memories, and Santa makes a stop at both locations. He comes, and so you can do pictures and all those special things, because Santa will stop by both the Meridian location and the Jackson location, and just be sure to check it out on the website what days he'll be there.
Both locations, Meridian and the Central Mississippi Children's Museum, so much work goes on behind the scenes, and I know there's good days and bad days, Susan, when you're running, and all the L's that come together. So what is it that keeps you all going?
Really are those special stories that we hear from families about how much the museum has meant to their family. I have had really special conversations. We have a wonderful event. We have a sensory event for families whose children maybe can't enjoy the museum. It may be too loud and they need some special help to enjoy the museum. And just recently had a mom tell us how much that the museum meant to them, because their children really had not had the kind of enrichment activities, had not been able to enjoy it. And so I do commend our staff in both locations for going the extra mile to ensure that all children of various abilities and that they are able to have a special holiday experience. Those are the things that keep us going.
Absolutely.
Our little folks, and they're, especially at this time.
And again, if you're looking for that perfect stocking stuffer or present for a new family, I keep saying it here and can't stress it enough, memberships to our museums
That's right.
are just such a great gift.
They
and I know
are.
The Children's Museum has great family packages.
Absolutely.
And all for them to be able to go whenever they want to go, spend a few hours or spend the day or whatever it may be. And it's the gift that we'll keep on giving. Where can we go for all the lineup and information?
www.mcm.ms.
All
Check
right,
us out.
Susan, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to get out and smell those magnolias.
Come. We'll take a walk together. It's so beautiful.
It's that a plan. I'll hold you to it. All right, you guys stick with us. We got more things for you you to do coming up.